political leaders have agency. They have an ability to make decisions which actually change the course of history. If it was not for Mao and not for Nixon, and it wasn't for Zhou Enlai, and it wasn't for Kissinger, guess what? The last 50 years would have been radically different. If it wasn't for Brezhnev, if it wasn't for Reagan, if it wasn't for Gorbachev, what would have happened in terms of US-Russia relations or Soviet relations back then? So political leaders have agency. So what the book seeks to do is to say, if you think that we're just on railroad tracks determined by some Hegelian force that we can't do anything about, well, this is what crisis, conflict and war could look like in material terms. But if you think we can make a difference, here's a framework which is not just for the United States, but I argue a joint strategic framework between China and the United States and the leadership of both countries during the decade of living dangerously, which recognizes the absolute complexity of strategic competition, but rather than being unmanaged strategic competition, that there are strategic guardrails around it, which I call managed strategic competition. And that's what the book seeks to elaborate.